Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're aboard the little boat, the Intense, doing some underwater research. And I'm looking for the action of these plugs. Now these are antique plugs back in the early 30s, 40s, and 50s. This is what they used. They were called meat liners, 8 to 10 pound weights on the end of the line. A big reel to bring them in, but they trolled plugs. And this is an example of how they looked, and at the speed that they're trolling usually was about 1.5 knots, sometimes 2 knots, depending upon current. But look at the size of the hooks. There is 6 points on this old lure, and all of them have similar to the same action, that back wiggle. Back and forth wiggle. That's what they all seem to have. Now this one is a shaker kind of a plug. It's called the squid plug. And it's been real popular over the years. And look, it has again 2 triple hooks, but they are screwed into the body of the plug. They don't hang on a wire or a string. And a lot of people on the Mac Squid have done really good with this plug. And they all like to have, it's interesting on the design of these plugs because they put a red head on most of them, and others have an eye like you see here. Now this is an atomic, one of the most popular plugs to troll up in Canada. And this plug here is a 6-inch plug, fairly large, and it has a 7/0 hook on it, just a single sidewash. But notice that the action of it flipping back and forth. Here's a close-up side view. The hook itself actually works as a rudder, like on a sailboat, a keel to keep it straight. Same plug, different style, paint color here, a little bit smaller hook, but still, you still have that keel look to it. But the back tail tends to wiggle the same on all these plugs. It's interesting as I've gone through the different levels of size. Now this is a 4-inch, and that seems to be really a popular lure. But again, you see how that hook hangs straight down. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this, and if you're a newcomer to TMK Film, I'd like to welcome you. And if you would like to swing over and learn a little bit more about Puget Sound seafloor, look at Doc C's Under Puget Sound. That YouTube channel has become really popular with the people that want to know the truth about what's going on with our water quality of the Northwest. Here's another atomic plug, little blue color to it. A Les Davis. Now this is a Puget Sound design plug. And you know, personally myself, from looking at the past few plugs here, I think if I was a fish, I would bite this one for sure. Notice the way that it wiggles, but it doesn't really, you know, it has a lot of flash like a herring would have. Notice the red head. And 6 points on the hook. Now when I say a hook point, that is just 1 point. But 2 points, 3 points, that's a triple. This one has 2 triple hooks on it. But I like the way that it flutters and wiggles. Another atomic plug, but it doesn't have that shake like we saw with the Les Davis Puget Sound plug. It's interesting on these designs, isn't it? Again, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I'll bring you more action about what's going on in Puget Sound with our TMK Film channel. Thank you, everybody, and have a good day. And keep your hooks sharp, leaders clean, and remember, we have to fish barbless. Bye-bye.